That's why it's called a plan. I will do this much, I will do this much. If you pay attention to like well-known companies like Apple, Microsoft, Samsung, if you listen to the TV stock report, they say something like this. Apple forecasted their profit or revenue of $3 billion for 3 months to come. And then you will be asking yourself, how do they know whether they're going to sell $3 billion or not? They know because that's their plan. They will do whatever they have to do to sell that much, right? Because if they don't sell that much, stock will go down. The reason why Apple stock keeps on going up is because they predict a certain amount and then they exceeded it. That's why stock goes up. Understand that? So is your plan. So then students will ask, okay, that's I predict how much I will do, and that's planning. Then what should I put down as my plan? How do I know how much I can sell, right? How do you determine it? Do you just at the random, oh well, let's put down $11,000. Is that how you do it? How did you do it? How did you figure out how much you're going to sell?
First, we have to.
That's why you have to know total market first. Total market. For example, if you are selling silk, right? How much silk is being sold in Laos, for example? If you want to export to Korea, how much are they buying silk in Korea, right? That's a total market. You do not have to always start total market. If you are in restaurant, you don't have to know how much they are selling total in Laos, correct? You know why you don't have to know? Because when you are, unless you have a chain franchise, your restaurant will mostly sell only within Vientiane, correct? Then you will know that, okay, I'm interested in only Vientiane because I don't think other people come here long distance to eat my restaurant, correct? Then you have to know how much are they selling? How much of the revenue is all total restaurant, okay? Or if you are specialized in only like certain kind of food, then you look at how much are they selling that kind of a food. If nobody is selling, then you can estimate as much as possible that if I assume that somebody is selling, and then if that company or restaurant is the only restaurant, then how much can they possibly sell? How many people will ever eat that way every day, right? That's a total market. Total market. But then, okay, that's a total in Vientiane. Will everybody come to my restaurant? Probably not, because Vientiane is a pretty big area, correct? Okay, then maybe they may come within 5-kilometer radius or something. Then, okay, what is my target market? People who are living within 5 kilometers, or people who are young and then who can afford to pay like 40,000 kip for lunch or some such thing, correct? Then you can look at what kind of income may be able to eat that way, and that's your target market, right? You have a total market and then you have a target market. You cannot hit everybody. I will concentrate my effort to this. Only when you know who you are targeting more in detail, then you can have a marketing strategy, how you gonna advertise, what style you gonna advertise, right? If you are advertising, targeting an old person like me, you have one way to do it. If you are targeting teenagers, you have another way to do it, correct? You have to have a target market. Then within the target market, you have to look at how many players are there. You are there because they are your potential competitor, correct? Well, I looked at and there are 3 players in there. Then you have to look at, okay, if 3 players and I'm going in as a 4th player, how much share I can have out of total targeted market. Understand that? So, okay, so I should be able to, like, I will target 1/4 of total target market, right? Because 4 guys are there, including myself, I should be able to get my share, 1/4, right? So, okay, I'm determined to sell at least 1/4. And then you can come out with some figure. Understand that? That's how you plan how much you want to sell. Sometimes you hit very lucky situation. What is a lucky situation? When you calculate your market share, and it turned out it's a $1.2 million worth of food every month. And when you look at, no, this is too much. With my restaurant, I cannot possibly sell that much. Can you cover your market share? No, you are limited by your own capability, correct? Right? Then what is your forecast? How much you can do. It's determined by how much you can sell, correct? It's limited by yourself. However, I can sell 1.5 million, but my market share is only 1.2 million, right? Then you have 2 choices. What can I do to sell more market share? Because I can serve up to 1.5 million, but when I calculate market share as 1/4, then it's only $1.25 million, right? So maybe what can I do to have $0.25 million more sale to get my maximum limit? Or you can decide that no, it's too much because I don't want to make that big from the beginning because I don't have that experience. Then you stay with 1.25, and in that case, other than the beginning when you're slowly going up, but when you become like a steady state pace, your revenue will be 1.25 continuously. Understand that? That's how you come out with your income statement. It is not doing this. You have to calculate carefully, right? Entrepreneurs are risk takers. Entrepreneurs are not risk takers. They are risk taking, but calculated risk taking, that you calculate carefully. And well, if I invest $100,000 more I can sell. I have a bigger kitchen and more people serving, so I can sell $1.5 million a year, right? Should I do that? Or I invest slightly less and then stay with the $1.25 million, right? So spend $100,000 more and make a larger kitchen and then try to sell $1.5 million. So you are risking $100,000 more, correct? To get $0.25 million more revenue, correct? That's what we call calculated risk. Is it worthwhile to get $0.25 million more sale at the higher investment? Higher investment means that you have to sell more stock and give up more portion of your company to invest. Understand that? And then that's a risk taking. So you calculate carefully And I determined that it's still better to sell $1.5 million because if I sell $1.5 million, my total company value is this much. So even if I get 5% less portion of my company, again, my holding will be bigger because total company is worth a lot more. Understand that? That kind of calculation is called calculated risk. Understand that? Right? Have those kind of analysis. Right? So that's why total markets and the targeted market. Professor Yong Lee is using this, so I'm going to use this. Where is the I thank Sida so much. She has been dedicated to this, right? When you get your business very successful, you should give her stock options, right? And you should give me stock options, and then Professor Yong Lee too, right? So, if diagram, this is total market, right?
It is not a
So this is a total market, right? But my restaurant, probably we will serve only 5 kilometers from because I do not think they will come that much. Unless your restaurant, you target that, okay, I should advertise this and I target all Asia. So you can have advertisement on CNN and all that. You could do that too. But that's because it's your market strategy. But okay, I do not have that much resource and then I will give only local newspaper advertisement. That's because you are targeting only 5 kilometers, right? So then this is the total market, right? This is your target market, right? But in this target market, you see there are 3 players. Then okay, I will get this much, right? 25%. That's what you call market share. Do you know why we have this noise coming out when you turn the fluorescent light? You just think that there has to be noise. The reason is because whenever there's a change in the current, some part of it goes out of the space. That's what you call electromagnetic wave that interferes with our wireless. So FM signal is generated when you do that, that comes in here. The way you generate FM radio signal is keep on changing current. And then if you do that regularly, a lot of energy goes outside, evaporate, like alcohol evaporates and going outside of space. That's what it is, right? But anyway, so total market, target market, your market share. Understand that? And how much, this is your careful study. That's why I say that, okay, look at how many competitors you have, and then how much they are selling, right? And then you calculated how much the target market there is, and then they are selling already $2 million, $3 million. You know, how much is left over? That could be my share. Understand that? And then also, a lot of you just assume the constant value. Okay, $100,000 a month. Well, that's okay in the beginning, but if you plan that way, you will fail. The reason is because it doesn't go as constant. If you assume constant, but if it goes like this, you will run out of money. So you have to look at carefully. Okay, just a summer month is coming. Okay, October there's a boat show there, and then there will be more people. You have to think about this. Okay, then most of the people sell their business product 60% of it between Thanksgiving and Christmas. But if you assume same month, you will fail because you have to sell 60% of your merchandise during that month and you did not have enough ready to sell. Understand that? Because of March, April, you don't sell that much. So you have to have your inventory ready so that you can sell more. So if you assume flat, that's very dangerous. Don't plan that way. So I want you to think as realistic as possible, right? And that's what week 2, 3, 4. Target market, your market share, who are the competitor. That's how you come out with the income statement. Understand that? That's one thing that I like to show you. The other thing is your mission statement. A lot of people say that to become the best restaurant in Laos. That's a somewhat empty statement. It is almost like my father always said, Ki Hong Kim, you should become a best scientist, right? Or very, very a good person. You should become a good person. And then I always said, yes, sir. I didn't know what that good person ever meant. And it's almost like that, right? Instead of saying that, some specific goal, like our company wants to be most renowned the chemical-free food with best chef. But some such kind of thing, right? And so, unfortunately, I don't have much of the example, but I have a few. Mission statement. Mission statement is something like marketing of a product. Often starts out with the mission statement, something like this. A statement of the organization's purpose. What it meant, what it wants to accomplish in the larger environment. And it should be market-oriented and defined in terms of customer needs. A lot of people say, we want to be the most famous. That's an old style. Then how do I write customer-oriented? We are the company that serves the customer with the best service that customer wants, with the most reliable or whatever it is, right? It's customer-oriented. I will show you. For example, in 2002, Microsoft mission statement was this: to empower people through great software, anytime, any place, and on any device. This is very specific, correct? It didn't say that, well, we like to be the largest software company in the world. They already are. But that is not a, if you have a mission statement like that, you cannot accomplish it, right? What they did was 2002 to empower people. See, they allow people to do certain things. That's what you are doing. Not you wanted to become the largest. Of course, that's your view yourself, right? Microsoft mission was to empower people through great software, anytime, any place, on any device. And actually, Microsoft accomplished it, right? Because it's everywhere. Microsoft software is used by Al-Qaeda. They are used by ISIS. Also, they are used by American troops in the armored personnel carrier, as well as the government, right? Everybody's using, that's amazing. All right. However, its mission statement now is something like this. At Microsoft, we work to help people and businesses throughout the world realize their full potential. How do you like that? It's a lot more customer oriented. right?